Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remember my humble self, that Biafran evangelist, that we continue to speak the truth because the truth is what we need. Before now, people have been saying, and many have been criticizing Nnamdi Kanu, and they have kidnapped him, not arrest. They kidnapped him from Kenya. Yes, some people last week, testified with a mask. They saw some things. Yeah, that's on Tuesday. It was on Tuesday, being the 29th of April. So they said they saw some certain things, such like laptop, phones, and the court now declared today, being the 2nd of May, for his examination, which I believe that the defendant of Nnamdi Kanu are the one that interrogated those people that testified against Nnamdi Kanu. And glory be to God, a man from Anambra have already said it. He said something. He said, the more you keep Kanu, the more you deteriorate the Nigerian constitution. The more you detain Kanu, the more you mess Nigeria up. Because this man is a man without any offense. Because the people that are criminals, people that are terrorists, people that have been killing, people that have been taking people's lives, vandalizing homes, vandalizing churches, vandalizing student schools, vandalizing many things, killing and raping and vandalizing farms. These people are walking freely. And a man who committed no offense, just because he's standing on his self-fundamental human rights, fighting for his rights, then you just detain him for over 10 years. You kidnapped him and kept him there without any this thing. Now, you understand? Without any, see, he doesn't have case. I've been saying this thing that Master Nnamdi Kanu have no case to answer. There is nothing Nigeria can. Go and listen to one judge from Cameroon. What did he say? He said that there is no place you will take this matter to that you will Master Nnamdi Kanu. That this thing is deteriorating Nigerian judiciary. You understand? So I don't know. And glory be to God, today you can see that all they have found, all that they have discovered, at the end of the day, they have gone through it. Is there anything related to terrorism acts? The answer was no. No evidence. That means there is no case to answer. But at the same time, there is something I have told to some of our viewers in some of the TVs that they have interviewed me, then asked me in issues like this. I say, come. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, is coming in the area of politics. Subscribe to this TV, subscribe, comment, like. It's very, very important. This is Biafra Evangelist. And share it because we are discussing something important to human life. Share it so that the others that could not hear me or that could not watch me now will later hear me and see. And reason with me. You want to use Master Nnamdi Kanu to play politics. The Supreme Court ordered them, give them the right, to start the case all over because the appeal court have said it before now that Master Nnamdi Kanu have no case to answer regarding to this because the case was a kidnapping case. And in a kidnapping case, you don't have right to begin to, to charge or to interrogate the person. You don't have a case there. So, but they decided to visit the case, but since 2015, imagine that, 10 years now. It doesn't make any sense. And on Motoshaw, the chief judge today, this time around, have decided the last time, he said, what are you people judging for the past 10 years that you cannot, that this case is caseless. So let me come into the game and let me see why the case has been delayed for 10 good years, nothing to come home about. So, and glory be to God for what has happened today. Finally, the defendant or those that the testifiers have testified that did not find anything regardless of terrorism charges that which Nigeria leveled against it. Initially he was charged for felony. And now it was removed. It is no longer a felony case. It is now a terrorism case. And now there is nothing like terrorism case inside what they saw in his apartment. And let me tell you, phone and the laptop, is it against the law? Is it against Nigerian constitutional law? No. If it's against the law, Nigeria wouldn't have allowed you and I to handle phone, to have our own personal phone, to have our own line. And moreover, there is another thing I want to chip in here. The people that have been, kidnapping and killing people in Nigeria, there is a phone that they use to call. Those numbers, what is the importance of the NIN they are disturbing us to do? Is it not a way to track all those criminalities, to track them down? But what is happening up to today? None of them have been interrogated. None of them have been, arrested. But all of them just focus on Nnamdi Kanu because it's an Igbo man. And they say he's agitating for freedom. Is agitation a crime? That is self-human rights, self-determination, which the vice president, Vice President Shetima, when he traveled to overseas in a meeting of United Nations world leaders, he was the one that Nigeria sent to represent Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president of the country. What happened? What did he say? He said that the people of the land have the right to defend their land. And what does that tell you? It means that Nnamdi Kanu too have the right to defend and have right, for self-determination. That is what it simply means. If you don't understand the Greek, go and check more, make more inquiries. You understand? And the same man is standing and you are accusing him of terrorism. In what sense? You understand? And glory be to God once again that today, because phone, now many people are using phone to, there's what we call group chats in phone. And in a group, if you want to drop a message, you don't need to begin to call 11111. You just drop your message or your comment through the, the group, and it's through the phone, through the chat. Then everybody in that group, we do what? We see it. And whosoever that want to comment, we comment. Who want to appreciate, whatsoever, you go through it and do that. And that is what you saw in Nnamdi Kanu hand. Is that a crime? No. And the laptop that you are saying Nnamdi Kanu with was, you say he from Radio Biafra. Yes, he have Radio Biafra on what note? Number one, he want to use that Radio Biafra as a gadget or a medium by which he will use or he want to use to educate fellow Nigerians on what is about to fall on Nigerians, which today the whole thing is already falling on Nigerians. That they want to, if they want to Fulanize this country, they want to completely Islamize this country. And today, you can see what is happening in Benue. You can see what is happening both in Osun State, in Oyo. You can see what is happening in Kwara State. You understand me? You can see what is happening in Borno State, in Enugu State, in Jos, even in Urobe, Edo. No, all over Nigeria, which states? Even in Lagos here, the other day, they caught about 100 Boko Haram. What are they doing? The other day in Oyo or Ondo, I heard that they caught, that was last year, that they caught about 10 Boko Haram training on how to use bomb. What was their mission? And what are they doing? They left the whole north and down to west here to come and train on how to use bomb. Who are they trying to bomb? Who are they doing that training for? These are the people that Nigeria is supposed to focus their strength upon, not Nnamdi Kanu. Channel your energy on these people. See, there's Musa, the military chief. What are you doing? The IG, what are you doing? Imagine something that, to the point that the Director General of the DSS, the DG, have come up and said publicly that Nigerians should rise up and defend themselves. What does that tell you? Theophilus Danjuma, what did he say? He stated the same thing, that at the rate of which things are going now in this country, that the only way for you to safeguard and be safe in this country is self-what? Defense. If Nigeria is actually working, will all this thing be going on? Instead of them to channel that energy there, they are focusing on Nnamdi Kanu. So Nnamdi Kanu is not the problem of Nigeria. But this is, see, my brother, at first, Nnamdi Kanu never come with intention of dividing this country. I must be sincere to us. You understand? So when he came with emotion, and which Obasanjo is aware. the former president of this country, Muhammadu Buhari, whether the living or the dead one. But what I know is that Muhammadu Buhari is aware because he wrote a letter with a document sent to him for him to see his primary agenda. Number one of it was that Aguata to develop it, the seaport. The one in, what is it called? Warri Seaport. The other one in Delta Seaport. That the Enugu should be made more vibrant, and let there be another international airport. Let there be enough international airport in the southeast. That was his agenda. In other words, what is it implying? It's like it's telling Nigerian government, please, the development you are giving to West, you are giving to the North. And the resources you are using to bring those development in the West and the North is from our side. So bring that development too down to East. Let us too benefit from that national cake that you people are sharing. But they refuse and they turn it down. And this has been the mindset of every Igbo man. That the development should go round. Then the federal might, the federal strength, let it go round. But Nigerian government refused to do that. You see why Nnamdi Kanu decided now, no more. You see that primary agenda is no longer interested. That is not interested in self-determination and nothing more. You see, I'm telling you, thank God Obasanjo is still alive. You can confirm from him. The former governor of Ebonyi State, Elechi, is aware. Because he visited most of this, but even the Ohanese, them. If you go, he tabled this matter to them. Thank God Wazulike, the one that betrayed the Igbos, the Biafrans, is still alive. You can go to. These are the primary goals of this young man. But Nigeria, since Nigeria have refused to do the needful, they kept on marginalizing the Igbos. As you can see today, if you go to Nigerian prison yard, you will see IPOB. Imagine in the north, they form one room. Inside the one room, three lawyers come together and tag IPOB, the terrorists. You understand? But the mighty Allah, the Boko Haram, the ISWAB, the other one, they call them Maluda or Malu, and whatsoever. All of them, and the herdsmen that have been killing, the ones that give Yorubas in Kwara, quit notice. Then the newly terrorist group now. Nigerian government have never called them a terrorist. They have never tagged them a terrorist. But the IPOB, the people peacefully, are the one that attack what? A terrorist. You see the hatred?
There is one own Nigeria.
He said what?
Fulani. Yeah.
Fulani is the one that own Nigeria. Let me tell you, they are not the one that own Nigeria. I will tell you, when did they visit Nigeria? And when did they come to Nigeria? Their grandmaster, Nnamdi Kanu, who brought them to Nigeria from Gambia. He entered this country in 1914, and that was the year they formed Nigeria. And then Nnamdi Azikiwe was just 10 years old as at that time because he was born 1904. And before the reforming of Nigeria, the Igbos, the Biafrans, have been over 500 years. Over 500 years before the existence of Nigeria. And as at that time, we have the Biafrans, we have the Benin Empire, and we have Zamfara that comprises the whole north today. What I'm telling you is something you go home, do your research. So when you tell them that is saying they own Nigeria, when did they come to Nigeria? And even the Igbos, to be precise, is already in the north before Nigeria is formed or was formed. They came with this ideology of one day they use religion to enter, and they successfully succeeded in the north with religion.
But
you understand?
The name they called Boko Haram. Do you know the meaning of Boko Haram?
I don't know. I'm not a Fulani. A Fulani, the Boko Haram, there is their language. There is them that understand it.
That they want to turn the Nigeria to Islamic country. That is their main purpose.
That's their main purpose. Right from that is what I'm saying now. That is what I'm saying. Right from the origin of Nnamdi Kanu. That was why when he finishes his assignment in the north, and he succeeded, in capturing the north, conquering the north with the religion of Islam, he made a move again to west. He conquered the same way the British conquered conquer, you understand, conquer west and the north. And when he moved down to east, as immediately as he's on his way, they buy him. Because that religion, it can never be recognized. Not just recognized, can never, I use the word, can never be recognized in the southeast, in Ebola, in the Biafra land. Do you understand me? And that is why even the British look at that visited, that that joined Nigeria, that formed Nigeria, that named Nigeria. He himself find it difficult when it comes to the east, because you cannot just play us like table tennis, because our eye don't open before the creation of Nigeria, before Lord Lugard entered Nigeria. Let me tell you, in 1803, many Igbos drowned themselves in the river because they don't want to serve as a slave. Hello? Are you here? Are you getting something there? That is to tell you how far Biafra has gone in terms of intelligence, in terms of opening eyes before now. How many? So now that I say that the Nigeria is Nigeria per se. What does it mean, Nigeria? Nigeria is darkness. That is what it means. Nigeria simply means darkness. That is the meaning. Darkness. And we are the light that is lightening Nigeria up. We are the one living in Nigeria, pushing darkness away. And that is why all the 36, including the FCT, making it 37 states that make up this country, go all over. Who are the people that are bringing development, including Lagos State? 75% of Lagos income is coming from the Biafrans. I tell you, go to north, all the northern part of Nigeria, their economic development come from the easterners. Go to even that Abuja, go to Middle Belt, go all over. I say all over Nigeria, 37 states. We the Biafrans are the one that bring development. Our resources go to seaport. How many people are the importers? Both Yorubas and the Hausas. How many of them are importers? Do you know how much it takes a man to clear one container? They are using to clear one container. 24 million naira is not 24 naira. 24 million naira is not 24 kobo. So it's a game of those that who have the hearts, the lion hearts, the lions themselves. Go to seaport and verify what I'm telling you. And then you see one man clearing 3-4 times 24 million into 3 places. Times it into 4 places. Only one person. Only one person. I'm talking of only one person. And in the Nigerian seaport, Lagos State seaport, you have over, let me not overrate them. You have over 20 Igbos as importers, bringing goods from overseas. Check it. I'm just no. I don't want to rate it high.
I agree with you for that one.
I just use that word. I don't want to overrate. I don't want to overrate. I'm just exaggerating. Under exaggeration. You understand? You will see many. I'm going to use that word. I don't want to exaggerate much. I just, you will see how many of them. Go to importers in Lagos. Do you know how many people? They are Igbos. How many Yorubas are there? How many Hausa is there? So you see why I said we are the one, the giant of Nigeria, and we are the heartbeat of Nigeria, and we are the light that is shining in Nigeria. That Nigeria is, growing wings, and they are making mouth. Without the Igbos, they are closed. Nigeria is what you say, giant of Africa. In which area? Without it, look at the military. The military. The CDS Musa is crying, complaining the other day that the Igbos are not joining the military. Why? Fulanis are in the military. Yorubas are in the
10 people. How many people?
Are you getting it? Total. You understand? You understand? Going all over. What happened? Fulanis are the Hausas are the Yorubas are there. Why is he complaining about Igbo? Because he knows the importance of Igbo. He knows how intelligent they are. The most, like a CDS Musa, do you know who trained him? If not that they are using bias, to give a position in Nigeria, Igbo man supposed to be in that position that CDS Musa did. Do you understand? Take what happened during the time of Jonathan, when Ejirika was handed over for Insecurity. The Boko, all of them, everybody humble themselves because they know that this one is Igbo man, and we give it to them, and that is why they are scared of Igbo man becoming number 1 citizen of this country, because they know what we can do. You understand? But as it stands now, my brother, as it stands now, we don't need Nigeria. We need Biafra and nothing more. than that. Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.